Settle down, everybody. Yeah. Hi, my name is Joyce Walker. I am the director of the writing program at Illinois State University. And we'd like to welcome you to our annual writing program visiting speaker series. It's my job to do the introduction. I have multiple takes. So, introduction take 1. Jodi Shipka teaches courses in the Communication and Technology track at University of Maryland, Baltimore County. She is the author of Toward a Composition Made Whole and the editor of Play, a collection of toy camera photographs. Her work has appeared in College Composition and Communication, Computers in Composition, Enculturation, Kairos, Text and Talk, Writing Selves, Writing Societies, and other edited collections. She is currently working on a book-length project titled To Honor, Rival, and Revise on the process of composing other people's lives. Introduction. Take 2. Things Jodi Shipka likes. Cats, dogs, leopard print anything, the Oxford English Dictionary, skim milk, sparkly things, old and quirky things, antique cameras, Christina Aguilera, peanut butter and chocolate Rice Krispie treats, asking questions and rearranging frames, pulling the rug out from under your feet and the wool away from your eyes. Introduction. Take 3. Tonight's presentation. Talking Pictures is a video-based presentation that will draw on the theories of remediation, multimodality, and embodiment as Jodi advocates for the importance of moving beyond established archives, like major research or university-based archives, to explore how the rich assortments of materials found at flea markets, estate sales, yard sales, might positively impact research agendas and theories of composing. As she engages with other people's memory artifacts, she enacts an approach to composing, one that decomposes in order to recompose, if you will, that plays with time, space, voice, and bodies in order to blur the boundaries between now and then, here and there, between the human and non-human, and the living and the dead. Introduction. Why we are here. ISU is an institution, and we are an English Studies department that offers community members a wide range of choices and special events that spark thinking and intellectual engagement, provide for creative and emotional interactions and reflections, and offer a range of different kinds of professional development. So it's worth noting here that our Illinois State University Writing Program Visitor Speaker Series has as its own special mission to invite, encourage, and support the work of scholars who help us to think through the complexities of human literate activity, and to attend to the socio-genetic nature of our composing activity. Because our writing program is engaged in the ongoing effort to rethink, remediate, and transform the whys and hows and whats of composing pedagogy, we depend on the work of scholars, thinkers, and researchers who challenge and engage us in our explorations. We're particularly happy that we'll be able to present to you tonight Jodi Shipka and her work. We're certain that we'll all be talking and thinking and arguing about the things we learned during this visit in the months and years to come. So please join me in welcoming Jodi Shipka, and remember to thank her for her generously sharing her time and talents with us this evening.
List of things Jodi Shipka likes, Joyce Walker. And I thank everybody for making me feel so welcome during my visit here. Joyce is a colleague from grad school, so this visit in particular means a lot to me. And also because I'm seeing somebody, Nico, calling you out that I haven't seen in 23 years, so since he was small. So this visit means a lot to me, and I am from Illinois, so coming home in very many ways. So I thank everybody for their time and their graciousness and making me feel comfortable. As Joyce indicated, what I'm going to be sharing with you today is part of a kind of overview of 5 pieces of video scholarship that I've produced over the past couple years, and it represents the new trajectory that my work is taking. And for my second book, I'm really committed to doing something that is born digital, that isn't print. And so I want to say a little bit about that project as a whole, and it's going to reiterate some of the things that Joyce had said, but to kind of situate it in terms of what you are going to see. Again, this video-based project draws on theories of remediation, multimodality, and embodiment as it examines a diverse assortment of memory objects, such as vintage 8mm and 16mm home movies, scrapbooks, photo albums, travel diaries, and other ephemera that I found at flea markets, yard sales, estate sales, and antique stores. So this represents strangers' work, and for the most part, people who are quite likely deceased. I'm particularly interested in exploring ways that these historically marginalized artifacts might be and recomposed in ways that allow us to imagine new potentials for conceiving of archives, authorship, agency, as well as a complex relationship between the living and the dead, and between the human and the non-human. Broadly stated, this project advocates the importance and illustrates the potential of moving beyond established archives in order to explore how the rich assortment of materials housed in alternative or non-traditional archives, and in my case, flea markets, estate sales, yard sales, might impact research agendas and theories of composing. The project draws on and works to foreground a rich assortment of memory objects found in these alternative archives in order to suggest ways that current theories of composing, for instance, those that privilege terms like writing and writers, as opposed to defining composing or composers more broadly, might be enriched and expanded through a close examination of the ways in which lived experience is represented in these incredibly rich and complexly mediated artifacts. Insofar as it's committed to rethinking composing theory and research practices and attending to composing processes of individuals that are often underrepresented, if not ignored entirely, in our scholarship, this project aligns with interests and investments articulated in my first book, Toward a Composition Made Whole. Importantly, however, given its interest in examining home movies, scrapbooks, photo albums, and other ephemera, this work allows me to extend my focus beyond the comparatively narrow context of the contemporary college composition classroom, and to shed light on how still other rich and diverse composing contexts, bodies, medias, and practices might work. Opting to pursue a Born Digital project for this second book makes sense, and it seems to me both fitting and necessary given the movement and visual richness of many of the found artifacts that I feature in this work. What's more, a digital platform allows me to practice a kind of composing I advocated in my first book, one that encourages us to explore how rapidly changing communicative landscapes provide opportunities to rethink, re-examine, and re-experience the highly distributed, multimodal, and embodied aspects of all communicative practice. And what I'm going to show you now is a video that I'm going to sit down and watch with you. It's approximately 33 minutes long, so when you see the credits, because oftentimes people go, is it over? Is it done? When you see the credits, it's just like going to the theater. Then it's over, and I'd be happy to examine, to field any questions or concerns you might have. Please let me know. We checked the sound, but please let me know if you need something turned up, and also if somebody can be prepared to hit the lights. That would be fantastic.
Well, there's got you on that.
Got the lights?